But this county is fortunate to have these men and women put their lives on the line for us. We don't take that lightly. As Mark said, I had the pleasure of going through the ops course and with my wife and asking Andy Pentelis to get us both out of that firehouse. Just to get a glimpse of what you go through and what you're willing to go through every day to make sure that the people of Prince George's County are safe, to make sure that you respond to their emergencies. There are many things that I get to do as county executive, but none bring me greater pleasure than being here with you tonight, because it gives me a chance when I leave here to go home and tell my children, like Councilmember Lehman has her daughter here, to tell them that I got a chance to meet real heroes. I got a chance to meet people who run toward dangers, not from them. That I got a chance to just play a small part in the wonderful, great things that you do in this community. And for that, I am grateful. But more importantly, for that, this county is grateful. So I know I speak on behalf of our CAO, Mike Errico, who's here tonight. I know that I speak on behalf of my colleagues, Mary Lehman, Councilmember Harrison, if she hasn't gone yet, and the rest of the county council. And I know that I speak on behalf of your chief when he says that we're extremely proud of you. And we're extremely proud of the men and women who trained you so that you can protect us. There is no greater calling than public service. And that's what you are, public servants. And we're proud of you. Thank you very much.
For the recruits, President Abraham Lincoln once stated that latent abilities are much like clay. It can be mud on a man's shoe, brick in a building, or a statue that will inspire all who see it. The clay is all the same. The result is ultimately dependent only on how the clay will be worked. It's up to you now what that clay that entered the academy, what that will turn out to be. So as you contemplate that, I want to talk with you about pride, respect, and leadership. Men and women of career recruit classes 42 and 43, the wealth of talent witnessed in the auditorium tonight exhibits a vast potential for the future of this department. After speaking with you, I sense, and I spoke with each of you at some point or another, whether it was speaking with you, whether it was in the burn building with you, whether it was running across the bridge with the ones that I had the opportunity with the executive to run with. I sense the richness of ideas that each of you have to improve the service that you will now strive to deliver. Take pride in yourself. Take pride in what you do. And ultimately take pride in the service you will provide to those who call upon you. Each of you should look upon the moment in time, this moment in time, as an opportunity for transformation. So respect. Respect yourself first. Respect your families. Respect the lives and the property of those who will call on you to serve. Today's recognition is only for the great things that you've exhibited in the academy. What you will come to be known for in the future will depend on what you decide to reach for beginning tomorrow morning. It will depend on the pride you take and the respect that you exhibit. For those of you who will be the future leaders of our organization, and that is some of you, you must first learn that leadership is rarely about friendship. Leadership is about doing the right things at the right times for the right reasons to accomplish a singular mission. Ultimately, you will display leadership when you are finally able to take people places they didn't know they wanted to go and get people to do things they didn't know they wanted to do. Ultimately, you will display leadership when you are finally able to take people places they didn't know they wanted to go and get people to do things they didn't know they wanted to do. To get there and to truly be successful, you must love what you do. You must work persistently to improve the way that you do it and constantly strive for the joy to come to work. Prince George's County has trained you. Prince George's County will provide you a safe and comfortable workplace. I told you that on day one. And now you know that every 2 weeks, Prince George's County gives you a paycheck. However, only you can bring the joy to the job. Only you can bring joy to the process of work. And again, as I told you on day one, remember that if it was always supposed to be fun, they would have called it play, not work. So there will be times where it's fun, but the majority of what we do will be considered work. To the families of the men and women of Class 42 and 43, I say thank you. Thank you for sharing your loved ones with us. Thank you for putting up with the late hours. Thank you for putting up with the stinky clothes, the sore bodies, and all of the stories that I'm sure you've heard. It is clear that you had a tremendous role in bringing your loved ones' understanding of the lessons of humanity and humility. You shaped those prior to them walking through the doors of our academy. Each of you deserves our gratitude for presenting us with men and women worthy of wearing the uniform. Families, I also thank you in advance for the many hardships, as Councilwoman Harrison said, for the many hardships that you will likely be called upon to endure during the 20-plus years of your loved one's career. The sacrifices that you'll face during the snowstorms, tornadoes, and yes, as others said amazingly, firestorms, hurricanes, earthquakes, and all of those other moments that are the greatest community need, time of greatest community need, especially in the National Capital Region, where we deal with both regional and national emergencies. Those are the times that your spouse, your parent, or your child will be called away from protecting you to protect the citizens we all serve. As a department, still to the families, we solemnly commit to the families and loved ones of every man and woman who serves in the uniform that we will strive to do our utmost to properly prepare for those times through education, training, and strict adherence to the principles of safety. That leads me to our core principle of safety first, and my promise to all of you. I, as well as all the command officers that stood up here a little while ago, commit to do our utmost to assure that at the end of each tour of duty, everyone goes home. God willing, these virtues will enable us to send your loved one home to you at the end of each shift, safe and sound. Recruits, earlier this evening I had the distinct honor of officiating your badge pinning ceremony. At that time, I gave each of you a challenge coin. I'd like you to take that coin out of your pocket and hold on to it for a minute. According to legend, challenge coins date back to World War I, when an Air Corps lieutenant had brass coins minted for his squadron in honor of their service. One pilot kept his coin in a small pouch on a chain around his neck. That man was later captured by Germans when he crashed his plane behind enemy lines. During transfer to a prisoner of war camp, the pilot escaped. When a French patrol passed by, the pilot, who spoke no French, offered the military challenge coin as proof that he was an American. That coin secured his freedom and saved his life. Once he was reunited with his squadron, they all agreed to carry their challenge coins at all times. Recruits, you have been presented with the honor of being the first recruit class to receive our new challenge coin. Although the coins will not be unique to you, they are a symbol of your commitment to serving this community, your commitment to safety, and my commitment to you. Take a second now and look at the coin. The front has the Prince George's County crest, while the back contains our department motto, safety first, everyone goes home. The back also displays a pictograph of the Prince George's County Fire EMS Department memorial to our fallen, located at the Cranford Graves Fire Services Building. I want you to always remember that stone. Keep in mind that many of our current orders were written as a direct result of the blood and sacrifice of the names that are forever etched in that granite. The best way for you to honor the memory of those who sacrificed their lives in service to this community is to recommit yourselves at the beginning of every shift to do your best to assure your personal safety and the safety of your crew to ensure that everyone goes home. Do this for them, do it for you, do it for your families. So remember pride, respect, leadership. Thank you for your commitment to duty. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your efforts to excel in your recruit training, and I am proud to welcome each and every one of you into the folds of our Fire and Emergency Service family this evening. May God continue to bless each of you, and may God continue to bless Prince George's County.